Hello Raider Nation, this is OneManOneCamera. Good morning, wherever you are. Today is February 1st, about 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's a beautiful day in Vegas at about 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see what's happening. All right, I haven't been here for a little while. Things are going on as usual. And look at the glass. This, I believe, is the last bit they have to do. Oh, by the way, I'm on Russell Road right now in a little overpass. Now, look at the glass. It looks like most of it is done except for this one gap right here. Whoa. So pretty soon it will be sealed up. We have some workers on top. Where are those cats at? There he is. All right, some workers on top of the building, or on top of the stadium, just working away. That's better. All right, better closer. I had to fix the zoom on here. So check it out. So here's a nice little closer of the guys working. All right, hey. Those arms are part of the machinery, which does raise the roof up, and let's hope that gets done on time. And right there, I think, and I forgot, those are called spurs, I believe, which in those guys are part of the machinery which raises the roof. And here's some more ductwork. Hey. Big ones, small ones. Can't tell, but I think those will be the stairs down to the tray, which has the grass and the artificial turf, which will slide into the stadium. The Raiders will play on natural grass, and UNLV will play on the artificial turf. In the old days, we called the stuff AstroTurf. See the reflection in the glass of the cars zipping by on the freeway. It's always nice. And let's go back up top. There's a team working right there. All right, let's move down Russell Road to the corner. Okay, let's go. Okay, so right now we are on the corner of Polaris and Russell, and as you recall a while back, this area contained the cement mixer, which is now gone, but now it's staff parking for the construction people. This Saturday, like I said earlier, and I thought it'd be busier down here as far as the parking lot being full, but I guess not. And as you can see, now if you look down Polaris, okay? Now, you see how this sidewalk right here is being laid or halfway done or whatever. I wonder if Polaris will be widened, you know? I really want them to widen it up for this whole stadium project. Interesting. Now, one thing I read this morning, I believe the Review Journal, was that this area is called the stadium area, the stadium zone, stadium complex zone. It's 1.23 square miles, bounded on the north by Tropicana, on the west by the train tracks, by the east, the I-15, and the south by more train tracks. Now, what they were saying is that they want to revitalize this whole zone to have make it more family friendly, have different things. Okay, which is fine. But then they mentioned the two adult clubs or strip clubs. Crazy Horse 3, and the other one, it's Penthouse or Hustler. I'll put the name on the screen, and the other one down the road on Dean Martin. And they were thinking, these places do not really match up with ideas are for the future of the area. They're not saying anything concrete yet. I think it was just a survey, just talk about it. So anyway, essentially watch the space, okay? Because who knows what's going to happen once they really start deciding on changing this whole area. But like I always say, whatever happens, it should be interesting. And we can see our palm trees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 palm trees. And there is Caesar's, wait, is that Caesar's Palace? Yeah, in the background. Huh, there's Bellagio. Hey, it's a good zoom lens. Okay, all right. It seems like a pretty quiet day on the site. It is not as busy as I thought it would be. Well, on the outside anyway. And presumably they're working hard on the interior of the stadium. And there we had Delano and Mandalay Bay. These guys look really good in the evening time when the sun hits them at the right angle. They look really nice. Now, when I was coming in this morning, I saw a Cox internet truck doing some wiring, and it reminded me that the stadium is supposed to have high-speed access for the fans. I believe they're going to install 17,000 high-speed access points for those of you who want to be on the internet and streaming. That's really can't stream, but I guess chatting or whatever you want to do. And I think if you stream the game itself, you'll get hit with a copyright strike. You have your show get in some big trouble. So don't do that. In the background, that rumbling sound is the street sweeper or street cleaner truck. What is that? On the inside. Oh, this is a gap. Okay. All right, not much going on over this side. Not much going on this side of the stadium. We're going to roll around up to Hacienda and take a peek at what's going on over there. All right, here we go. Let's go. Okay, we moved over to the Hacienda side of the stadium, and the sun is right in our faces, so a lot of glare. Apologies for that. Now here are the lanai doors. And check it out, you know, almost completely installed, I guess. Very good, very good, very good. There is some scaffolding to the left of the lanai doors. I am not sure what they're doing, okay? We'll get a little close, take a look, see in a minute. It does look nice, you guys. I keep saying, if you're in Vegas, or if you're in town, or you're swinging through here, or whatever, come down and take some pictures for yourself of the stadium. It is gorgeous. Okay, now we're on the Dean Martin side. That's the east side of the stadium. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Once again, there is that last bit of glass, or the last major portion of glass to be installed. So we have our gap, which allows us to see those spurs, which are to help the roof get installed or get raised. You can see the paneling of the glass, because the sun is kind of behind me right now, so it's really good for the camera and good for the viewer also, get more details. Now, because the glass is translucent in some spots, it looks like you can kind of see through it, but it's not perfectly clear, which is how it should be. All right, let's see, what else we got over here? There we go, that's a money shot. Now, they have cleaned up a lot of the surrounding ground of the stadium. A lot of things have been just gone now, used up and gone. But right now, there are some little small Deere tractors just waiting in line to work whenever they need to work. And there are the current, I call those things portables. Raiders. All right. Oh, and that was my bicycle also. This is gate 4. All right. Gate number 4. And as you can see, it is directly across from Mandalay Bay and the Delano and the freeway. Pardon me. One of our lovely cranes. Is that Big Bird or Tweety? I can never remember which is which. I apologize for that. All right, let's move on down. Get some more shots. Okay, move down a little bit. And right now we're pretty much directly in front of the future spot of that big screen they're going to have right here. Now, if I zoom in, can we see some of the pegs? There is one peg right there. I call them pegs. And another one right there. And one right there. Now, this is the one that faces the I-15 freeway. And so, you know, there was some talk about it'll be distracting to the drivers and so on and so on, but I hope everything works out okay. I don't want to see any accidents because someone was not following the rules of the road by keeping their eyes in front of them. All right. I know, check it out. Right there. Looks like some dirt on the glass. Not very pretty. Oh well. And then right here, it looks like some more dirt right there on the glass, because it's a clear day today, there are no clouds, so it's not a cloud reflection, in case you're wondering. All right. I guess it will be okay. Now, as many people know or don't know, these cranes are susceptible to high winds. So this little guy right here is called an anemometer, A-N-E-M-O meter, and it measures the wind speed, because these cranes do have a limit on the, oops, hang on a second, wrong button. They do have a limit on the speed of the wind that they can operate in, so they always have to be careful. So the meter is connected, all those cables, to something I believe inside the cab, and then the operator can see it. Oh, there's too much wind right now, we got to shut her down. That's good, you know, safety first, you guys. Just want to give you guys a quick shot of that, because there are times when these cranes do not operate or have not operated because of the high winds here in Vegas. Interesting, the word of the day, anemometer. I had to look it up. Oh well. Let's keep moving. So here is a different angle of the scaffolding, which is near the lanai doors. Now, what's interesting to me is that unless I missed it or a bad memory, I don't recall this type of scaffolding on this construction site, so it's somewhat surprising to see it, because here we are, you know, towards the end of the exterior anyway, and this thing pops up. Oh well, just want to show you guys that. This whole area was chock full of stuff a while back, and they cleaned it all up, just getting ready to pave it over eventually. And then I doubt they'll be parking directly in front of this place, because this is pretty narrow. This would probably be fans just walking out the exits and going on to their wherever they parked at, or picking up a ride share, or walking back to the strip, hop on a bus or hop on a lift or something. This is the view from the future Al Davis Way. Okay, so right now I'm on the Hacienda overpass, and check it out. You can see the escalator going up on one side, which will be behind the lanai doors. All right, that's great. Let's hope those escalators work better than ones on the strip. Those boys are always conking out. Always. It's terrible. If you've been in Vegas on the strip, you know what I'm talking about. It's just ridiculous. All right, cool, very good. Okay, now see the lanai door glass. Looks nice. There are the spurs behind the lanai door glass. All right, let's take a look at this former parking lot that was used by the staff members, and which has been, paved over now, and will probably be some sort of ride share location, pickup or drop off spot. Maybe drop off, maybe pickup only. Okay, now check this out. If we look at this thing, look at it. It has one entrance and one exit right there. You can see the little lip right there. Now, I guess that when the ride share or the buses or whatever are waiting to pick up passengers, they would just exit this lot, turn left, and then on Al Davis Way, and then when they get to Dean Martin, I guess they go either left or right. Yeah, so because when they exit, they cannot go right? Because if they were to go right, they would probably run into the crowd who will be walking from the stadium gate number 8 along Al Davis Way back up to Hacienda. So, I just noticed that today, so it should be very interesting however they do it. All right, you guys? Okay. Like I always say, if you see me outside, say hello, and I will say hello back. Take care, wherever you are, and do have a great day. And go Raiders, right? Go Raiders. And go Allegiant Stadium.